me trouble instigator. But I don't care.
The Ministry of Agriculture invites you to join, in celebration of Agriculture Month 2021, a mostly virtual, month-long series of activities and events showcasing Guyana's development on the agriculture front, under the theme, Transforming Our Food Systems, Achieving Food and Nutrition Security. It all begins Friday, October 1st with a virtual opening program set for 10 hours, broadcast on television and streamed on all social media platforms. Key events for Agriculture Month include virtual tours and exhibitions showcasing the work of the various agencies and stakeholder groups in promoting and facilitating the development of agriculture in Guyana. The annual Caribbean Week of Agriculture is set for October 4-8 under a virtual setting. On October 16th, there will be a virtual presentation to mark World Food Day 2021, which is being observed under the theme, Our Actions Are Our Future, Better Production, Better Nutrition, Better Environment, and Better Life. Agriculture Month 2021, a COVID-safe look at agriculture on the move to a bright and prosperous future. Look for a detailed schedule of events on local broadcast, print and social media platforms.
This is the news on top of the hour.
Live from our studio in Georgetown.
Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 FM.
Good evening. Welcome to this evening's newscast. As usual, right here on Kaieteur Radio. I'm Kevin Smith. Without further ado, let's get to the news in detail. ExxonMobil and the PPPC government have already initiated plans to handle the excess gas from the Liza Phase 1, Liza Phase 2 and Payara projects. The solutions is to have the resource utilized via a $900 million gas-to-shore venture. But with ExxonMobil intent on bringing a fourth oil project on board by 2026, what would be done with the associated gas? According to the environmental impact assessment submitted to the EPA for the Yellowtail project, there is significant gas for which Guyana simply does not have enough market to offtake. With this in mind, ESSO said 3 primary alternatives were considered. They include gas reinjection, gas export, and continuous flaring. In other news, 2 weeks after the permanent secretary attached to the Ministry of Amerindian Affairs was caught in a sting operation collecting a bribe from the contractor, the police are still awaiting legal advice on the matter. 42-year-old Sharon Hicks of Onderneming, West Bank, Demerara, was arrested at her Kwamina and Thomas Street's South Commingsburg office on Thursday, October 7th. According to Crime Chief Wendell Blanham, the police force is awaiting legal advice on the matter. The sting operation was set up after a businessman who usually provides security services to the ministry reported to the police that Hicks was demanding money from him before she signed off on his invoices. And moving on, Kaieteur News has declined to file a defense in the matter in which the newspaper is being sued, along with 2 other media houses, by former President David Granger for libel. The matter came up for hearing before Justice Nareshwar Harnanan at the High Court yesterday. Kaieteur News lawyer Shanella Glenn indicated that the newspaper will not be filing any response to the libel claim and explained that it will rely on the judgment of the court after a trial, as it does not see the point in filing a defense when the alleged libelous information did not originate from the paper. The lawyer explained further that the newspaper was only the medium in which Christopher Kit Nascimento published his letter and comments that led to the libel suit. In other news, Kapildio Gangadin, the suspect who had reportedly confessed to killing a 19-year-old man for his gold chain, was yesterday remanded to prison for 2 murders. He appeared before a senior magistrate for Bayo Azur at the Coven John Magistrates Court and was slapped with 2 murder charges. Gangadin is accused of killing 19-year-old Ganesh Prasad, also known as Chris, on Friday last for his gold chain at Strathspey, East Coast Demerara. He was also charged for stabbing a 24-year-old fisherman, Mukesh Mangra, known as Paul, to death in January 2020. Gangadin was not required to plead to the indictable charges and is expected to return to court on January 17, 2022. Prior to the murder of Prasad, Gangadin was wanted for 2 other murders, that of a male juvenile and a fisherman. It was expected that Gangadin would have received a total of 3 murder charges yesterday. However, detectives need more evidence to charge him for the 3rd murder. And to wrap things up this evening, let's tell you that the teen girl, Varshini Ramdas, who had reportedly gone missing after dropping her brother off at school, has been found, and according to her, she was abducted. We understand that the alleged kidnapper, identified as a 23-year-old man, has been arrested and is presently in police custody at the Lagrange police station. Ramdas' relatives received a call that she was seen at a location in Belwest, Canal No. 2 on the west bank of Demerara. They reportedly contacted the police and headed to the location around 23 hours on Wednesday, where they found her at a house in the company of the alleged abductor and a woman. That woman was released on station bail and ordered to return to the police station yesterday, but she never did. Get the full details in today's Kaieteur News. And with that, we've come to the end of this evening's newscast. I'm Kevin Smith. Thank you for listening. Coming up at 19 hours 20 is Guyana's Oil and You with editor at Kaieteur News, Ms. Kiana Wilberg.
Want value for your advertising dollar? Then place your ads on Kaieteur Radio's newscasts. Streamed live on 6 different mediums, reaching hundreds of thousands. Advertise today and watch your dollar grow. Call us on 225-8465 or 226-8210 today.
Guyana is now a full-fledged oil-producing nation. But how much do you know about this valuable yet finite resource? On our radio program, Guyana's Oil and You, we strike at the heart of every issue